Good morning. Feeling a little sparkly today. So a few fun facts for you to share on your Friday. The fact is that 6 out of 10 people in the United States have a chronic health disease, and 4 out of 10 have two or more long-term conditions, meaning they're dealing with multiple chronic conditions. So that's almost half the adult population in our country, in this country, United States of America, have multiple chronic conditions that they're dealing with. And most of these conditions that they're dealing with are because of stress on the body. And this is internal, external, all kinds of stresses in and on the body. And the traditional approach to treat all of these things is really just figuring out, just figuring out how to treat it, right? And figuring out how to get rid of the symptoms rather than figuring out what really is the problem, right? Rather than getting to the root of the problem and figuring out how to eliminate the problem, which is clearly not the best way to do this. This is not the ideal method, because the people that are dealing with multiple chronic conditions just keeps growing and growing year after year, especially after this past year of people just kind of leaving their self-care behind during COVID. Like if you look at the numbers of increases of obesity and depression, anxiety, all those things, it's really increased per COVID and all of this stuff that's gone on over the past year or so. So what if we looked at things a little bit different? And what if we looked at a more comprehensive and personalized approach to wellness, rather than just let's look at what the symptoms are and let's just treat the symptoms? And what if we focus more on wellness as a whole, right? And not just, figuring out what the issues are that you're dealing with and looking at prevention rather than just treating the disease. Or if we put an emphasis on actual behavioral changes and developing healthy habits and developing a sense of self-awareness and self-regulation, so we know our body and know how our body feels and what homeostasis feels like in our body, to know how to adjust and how to change things and how to deal with things that are going on in our body. And I just imagine what the state of our health would be like, and specifically in this country, if we just made these simple shifts to more behavioral changes and habit changes, and if we just took this more holistic approach to wellness, looking at the whole body rather than just treating the symptoms. And this really is like the next level of health. And this is what it's going to take for us to move out of this constant pattern of increased chronic conditions that the majority of Americans are dealing with. And this really is what it's going to take for humans to thrive in their health and in their life. So it all just starts with looking at things a little bit differently, and taking this holistic approach to wellness and nutrition is just looking at the body as a whole, right? The mind, the body, all of it as a whole. And this is exactly where I've created the Wholesome Life, which is my new membership that's opening up on Monday, this coming Monday on the 27th. And it's for anyone who wants regular guidance and support, inspiration, empowering content, insightful content, to really just pursue a life of wellness and well-being and joy, because I think that that's what it's all about. That's what life is all about. It's wellness, it's joy, it's optimal well-being, right? It's just this place for a community, of women to come together that all want to make space for themselves and space for their well-being and for their self-care, and to just enhance and change their life. So the doors are opening on Monday, the 27th, this coming Monday, and I'm going to post the link in the comments. And this is just the first step of changing the narrative around wellness and what it means to be well. It's becoming part of a community like this that I'm creating to take steps in your own health to create like this domino effect, right? Affect all of those that you come in contact with and all those that are in your life. So I'm going to leave a link in the comments if you want to be the first to know when the doors open on Monday, so you can get in on this as a founding member. And it's going to change your life, and it's going to be completely fantastic. So I hope y'all will have a great weekend, and hope to see you inside the Wholesome Life, and I'll see you later.